we're saving money on the system and we're gaining money on the donors that are supporting us. So it's been beneficial in multiple ways. My name is Meg Bonham. I am the Director of Development at the National Shrine of St. Maximilian Kolbe at Marytown in Libertyville, Illinois. And this is my beautiful colleague.
Thank you. I'm Catalina Welsch, and I am the Data and Volunteer Services Coordinator here at the National Shrine of St. Maximilian Kolbe at Marytown.
Just over a year ago, we had been using eTapestry as our CRM, and one of the things I found is that we were paying a very high price. We had a number, almost 50,000. We were paying for 50,000 constituents, which we did not have. We had tons of duplicates, and it basically, what I found was it was serving us as a storage unit. We weren't able to easily manipulate the information. We weren't easily able to find out the information we needed to work from prospect to donor. And so we were wasting money, we were wasting time, and we have a huge population of potential donors to our shrine here at Marytown. And so I wanted to find a database that was very user-friendly, one in which we were able to pull information about our donors very easily and utilize that information to help us create better bonds with our donors and understand who they were and how they were involved with our shrine here. So I did research. I worked with a lot of different databases. I went to conferences. I talked with other administrators of database services, and I interviewed a number of CRM organizations, and I came upon you, Dave. We had a wonderful interview, and everything that I needed really came down to customer service. That was one of the most important things to me, is that I was not going to have to call in with my ID number, get a different person every time I talked to someone, and never get what I really needed. And so what I found when I spoke with you was that as a CRM company, you are going to be able to provide us first and foremost customer service.
The service you provide has been outstanding, and it's my experience has been the case. And I know for you as well, But I love how once I send something your way, I know it's going to be taken care of, and I never have any doubts. And I love how Meg said that we don't get a different person every time. We know Nick and you are working with us, and it's always going to get, and I really love it. And the turnaround time too.
Yes,
pretty fast.
Yes, and we're able to get our information in, get it in correctly. And so we really have seen an increase of our donation. You were able to take what we had and carry it over to Donor Engine, but then we were able to access the information much faster and much easier than we were when we were with eTapestry. I love the dashboard. The first thing I do is the dashboard, and one thing that I use more than anything is the task option. I use it for different reasons than Catalina uses. Our rector has access to the system. So when he gets on in the morning, I will, for example, I have a large donation. I want him to know about it. I may not see him because of his busy schedule, but I can send him a task. I can input information about the donor, which I want him to know, and then he's very easily able to follow up with the donor. And what's nice about it is then all that information is kept right there in Donor Engine. So I don't have to have a file. I don't have to go and search and find out what his discussion was about. If he documents it right there in Donor Engine, it stays in the system and adds to that profile of the donor.
The way we can document in detail, if I'm not here and she looks and is questioning what happened with this donor, or she has to look at my notes. And I also love that you have the important, that you can mark them important so they're put on the top. Because sometimes without that communication, things can fall through the cracks. But with that communication in the engine and amongst us, it goes smoother, and there's no questions. And if there's any questions, it's easier to say, oh, well, this is what happened. You know, donor called and wanted to be set up for recurring weekly donations, or donor has changed his mind about annual, not once instant, whatever the case may be. I love your system. It's very smooth and it's very detailed, and I really enjoy working with it. I love the fact that it's very user-friendly. It is very sophisticated yet simple to use, because I like the fact that you can search for people in the batch, you can search for donors, and you can also search by tags. I love that. I love the bulk edit, like I mentioned before. I like that it is a very, very smooth engine to use, and I find it to be very precise. Every time I'm finished with a batch, I can match it to the deposit slip to the dot, and I love that. I'm very big in being precise, as you can tell, and I love that the donor engine allows for that. I haven't had many issues or I don't have complaints about it, because anytime I see anything that might not be there, I always reach out to you guys, and you guys are amazing how fast you turn things around.
It's seen an increase in gifts because we are getting out our thank yous and our acknowledgments to donors in a more timely basis. We're able to follow up with them, so we're seeing donations on the rise. But the other thing that we're seeing significant is that time spent in entering information is reduced so that we can spend more time interacting with our donors. No donor likes to think that their money is being wasted, and we can confidently say that we are using donors' funds to support the friary and the shrine, and we're not wasting it on frivolous things like empty constituent bases.
I am very grateful that you are so open to hear from us who use the donor engine and have customized it, because it has made it more efficient for us. Your system was already efficient, but the way you have customized it has made it even more so.